Hey, y'all.
Hey,
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 Happy Wednesday.
happy
happy
How
Wednesday.
y'all doing?
I'm
good. How are
well.
you?
Wednesdays, we wear diamonds
And pink.
and pink. Yes, especially in October. Definitely in October. But what's up, Gems, Gents, Gems and Gents? It is your girl, Natima Sheree, Queen Pen.
It's your girl Melvie, the MV pen.
And it's me, Tiffany Mathias, the one true Phoenix.
And this is
Welcome.
another episode of the Hustle and Shine podcast. We are back tonight with Dear Diamond. Y'all asked for it, and we are delivering. We got one letter that really set it off. That's why we decided to do this episode tonight. But before we get into that, we got a couple of shout outs, and then Tip is going to introduce a new segment that we are super excited about. But before we do that, what is the Queen Pen about to ask for? Y'all go share this live. Please go take care of that real quick. We'll give you a minute. Go share the live. If you're joining us from YouTube, what's up, subbies? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, Jim. Welcome, Jen. To my Facebook viewers, Instagram viewers, how y'all doing? Grammy, IG, what we call it? IG Grammy. How y'all doing out there? We are so glad that you're here. We really appreciate your support in this our fifth season. We hope that this season is better than the rest, that you can see our growth, and that you can see that we are constantly trying to improve content for you. So, welcome back. So, before we get started, ladies, if I may, I want to shout someone out real quick. This evening, I had the pleasure of meeting a young lady who is out here hustling her brand, representing for her brand, knocking on doors, and bringing her product to us. And I absolutely love that. Y'all know this is the Hustle and Shine podcast. So I love the hustle in people. I love women in particular who are not looking for the overnight come up, or they're not associating their come up or their fame or their success to the dude that they date and sleeping with or had a baby by. And that's no shade to those who have tapped into their success that way. But I just got an extra special love for those who are out here grinding and doing it because they believe in themselves and the brand. So her business, I believe it's called Candy. Oh dang, I probably should have wrote it down. But anyway, her Instagram is I am Coach Stephanie. Stephanie spelled Stephany. And of course, I supported her and bought a couple of her products. Really looking forward to collaborating with her. But y'all go to Instagram and follow her and show her some love because she's out here doing it and setting a really dope example for her daughter, who was just absolutely beautiful. So shout out to you, Coach Stephanie. I'm really looking forward to our future together and the collaboration, and all the things that you're going to accomplish because I see your fight, I see your passion, and I was inspired. So shout out again to you. The other thing, Tiff, before I give it over to you, did y'all see the Obamas last night? Did you see? Did you see my forever FLOTUS say what she said? Okay, she said it with her chest. We couldn't start this show without acknowledging them. I'm sorry. First of all, I missed them so much. But she was just dope. She looked amazing. I was like, damn, you
As
see
always.
she looked so good with her
A
little
gun
swoop. I was like,
show.
that part. Tip you froze. Um, but she looked
I
hella
think I
dope.
did.
Oh man. Yeah. So I just had to shout that out real quick. Shout out to
Oh,
and my
I kind
coworker was like, "You're forever." I was like, "Yeah, those are my forever FLOTUS and POTUS right there. I ain't moving on."
yeah. I'm kind of jealous because right now the husband is in Chicago at the DNC, invited because of the community work we do in Brooklyn, and just out there with Vita. Just he out there. He sent me a video of John Legend. I'm like, I can't even see you right now, but do the work, bro. Do the work.
Love
So
John
hey,
Legend.
babe.
Oh man. Ah, tell him to call us on FaceTime so that we can say hi.
Okay.
We can say hi to
We'll
John
do.
Legend.
We'll
We
do.
love him. We love him. All right. Um, yeah, so I will, like Tip just said, thank you, Tip. I will drop the IG for Coach Stephanie in the comments in just a moment. But thank you, Tip, for that reminder. All right, Tip, our new segment. Let's go ahead and introduce it to the people.
All right, drum roll, please. So we said something last week. We are introducing a new segment for season 5. It is called Straight to the Comments. Now, if you like us, you on social media, you scrolling or whatever it is, and you see something, a post, a meme, a video, something that is off the charts, like you got you scratching your head, what do? You go straight to the comments. And that is where we have been. There are viral posts all over the place, up and down. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, wherever you are. It's a viral post somewhere, and the comment sections are popping. So we're about to start talking about some of them right now. All right. So Mel, hit us with which one is first.
I don't know which one of us want to go first. I'm going first. Oh, let's go with it. So
Sure.
I don't know if everybody's familiar with the rapper The Game, and so he went to a wedding this weekend, and it was all over as he was walking down the aisle and slipped and fell literally while he was walking. I don't know his role in the wedding, but he was walking down and slipped. And when I tell you, the comments was hilarious. So I'm gonna read a few of them and then we can talk about them. So I wish I could have played the video so you could actually seen the slip. But before I get into that, I'm gonna say for me, like I tell my first time, don't fall in front of me because I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna make sure you're not severely hurt, but then I am going to fall out laughing.
Yeah.
Like I can't help it, even if I don't really want to laugh. It's just something in me that if it happens, I'm gonna laugh. So if I was at this wedding when he fell, I'm pretty sure I'd have been in the meme because I'd have been in the aisle, falling down, laughing, crying. So anyway, so many people in the comments had everything. They said he tripped down the aisle just like he tripped up in his baby mama's friend's daughter. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Somebody else says, I don't know how, but I feel like 50 Cent is responsible for this.
I gotta agree with that one. I gotta agree with that. 50 Cent, any trouble, it's him. It's likely him.
Any trouble.
Yeah.
Someone, yeah.
I'm laughing.
Yeah, like 50 Cent, you just responsible for everything. Somebody said that's because he was trying to step in the name of love.
No more, no more, no more.
People like this.
You should have went last. You knew your comment section was like this.
Listen, I'm just saying. And see, this was the person after my own heart. They said the way I would have been hollering like a hyena, they would have had to ask me to step out for a second.
No, for real.
That would have been me.
Yeah.
That's me.
There would have been no vows, no musical selection. It would have been pure Natima's laughter, like on the soundtrack of their wedding. Yeah.
Somebody else says, LMAO, the guest stopped recording after the fall. I would have been up out my seat with my camera in my face saying, damn. And they literally wrote like 16 A's.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how many more are we trying to do.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, so because here's the thing, like falling and tripping and things, that's normal life, right? But you're the game. And I don't know if y'all know this. Fun fact. I used to be in love with the game. Like he could do no wrong in my eyes. Like I was in love with the game. I used to actually tell people that the game was Amaya's real father. That's how much I love the game. Like, oh, it was crazy. But yeah, buddy, what got in your way? The ground? Like what happened? Was it shoes tight? Like what? I would be curious to know.
That was one of the comments too. They was like, what makes it funnier is that he was walking so confident in the beginning.
And you failed. Like what?
And fell. Like slid.
Oh boy. All right, Tiff.
All right, I'm gonna go next, but my last comment is: as somebody who constantly defies gravity and trips and falls and walks into like door frames and stuff all the time, the brother has my heart goes out to him. But nah, like it's just one of those things with celebrities. Like you're not allowed to have those types of human moments
Yeah.
No.
You can't.
because
No.
now they're infamous. You forever, and so
You
you
fell.
know. Uh
Y'all
huh.
remember the game? The old rapper that failed? That is going to be not his songs, not his awards. The rapper that failed. Y'all remember?
The
So
one that
yeah.
fell at the wedding. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry. All right,
Sorry.
I'll go next. Okay, so this content creator is a homegirl from the Bronx, from New York, and she just went in on this new grading system. Now, I don't know if anybody saw it, but here goes for those who missed it. Um, an A is now an 84% to 100. A B is a 64 to an 84. A C is a 44 to a 64. A D is a 24 to a 44, and an F is a 0 to 24. And her question was, what? Since when is an 84 an A? Like, not for nothing, but an 84 was a solid B.
It was a
Like,
A
great
B
B.
minus.
Yep.
a
Yep.
B minus at that, right? Right.
Yep.
So here we go. Went straight to the comments because to me, this honestly sounded like whoever came up with this grading system, it was some straight white boy privilege ish. Like, I'm sorry, because your mediocrity is what caused you to create this. So went straight
Yep.
to the comments. Here they go. This is also why I homeschool, because who gonna let kids get dumbed down by the public school system? All
I'm sorry.
right,
Seriously.
keep
Seriously.
going. 64 is a D. Now that's passing. Then I need my grades analyzed.
No, seriously. No, for real. I want some of my grades to be brought up, but that's
Like
yeah.
change my GPA. Quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who curve is this on?
Listen,
No,
I need
seriously.
new grading skill because for all of this, I should be a Rhodes Scholar.
That
All
part.
right, here they go. They need to fix all my grades from high school. The fuck? My 64 in history was a D. Run me my B and fix my transcripts. I don't care if it was 10 years ago.
Listen, immediately.
All right.
Immediately.
Y'all owe me some scholarship
64%.
money.
Immediately. 64% was always an F. These people is tweaking for sure. So y'all kids should have no problem getting into college now because with this kind of grading system, they could end up in Harvard.
No, but
And
but
it's
you know
gonna
what
be
I
the
think this
last
is?
one, right?
This is the justification of Trump being in office. It's like it's the equivalent to an idiot can be a president. So why does my child need a real grade to have an A? Like
I
that's
mean, I'm trying
that's
to figure out.
crazy.
They said a 0 to a 24 is an F.
Like
Like,
what?
no duh.
And at
Like,
first of all,
because in theory, a D is
you think
passing,
it's going to come to
right?
school?
C. In theory, a C is passing.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. A D is pass. A C, you can get a D in a class and still pass.
Right, but the D was the 65. The
Not in my
Right.
65 was the bare minimum. I
No,
know not in our houses,
not
not
at
in our
home.
houses, but
house.
Yeah, not at
of course,
home, but
that's
in
an
school.
educational system. A D was a 65. If you got a 65 as your final score in a class, you passed. You didn't have to go to some school. You didn't have to take it over again.
But you got a D.
But now you can get a 44.
You could
Is
get a 20.
bad.
Wait, you could get a 25.
This generation is already on some struggle time, and y'all about to enable them to like legit be dumb. This is scary. This is so
So,
scary.
right.
Excuse me, doctor, where did you earn your medical degree? I didn't because it wasn't necessary. It was optional. Like, this is where we're headed. Like, okay.
Listen,
At this point, it's
listen,
just
I
like we
identify
own yes
as,
and figure it out.
listen, I now identify as a PhD grad.
Listen, listen.
Run me
No,
my
in real
doctorate.
life. In real life. All right, let's go ahead and get this last one out of the way so we can get to these good old letters because I know that's what the people here for. They are here for the Dear Diamond letter. All right,
Yes.
so mine was a clip of Chloe Bailey, for those who don't know her, she did a tribute to Usher at the 2024 BET Awards. Now, I don't watch the BET Awards, but I do look forward to the highlights and the reels that kind of spotlight the good, the good performances or what have you. And so there is only one comment that I got stuck on. So of course I went straight to the comments, right? Because I thought the performance was good. This is the one comment that I was like, okay. So it says, shaking my head. No matter how hard she tries, Chloe just can't seem to get it right. There is no sexy in her. Her effort is wasted. Sorry, Usher.
Wow.
I didn't read nothing else. And I immediately came for the person. Okay. Like I ain't gonna lie, I clapped back on Chloe's behalf. Because my thing is this generation, they don't know anything about conservative or casual or classy sexy. Y'all know dirty, raunchy, naked, hoe sexy. And I got a problem. Like, how you coming for her saying I don't know if y'all saw the performance. I thought she handled it very well.
She did. She was one of the better ones.
First of all, her vocals was top tier, dope as I don't know what. And I thought she looked really classy, sexy, a completely covering bodysuit, jumpsuit, cat suit, whatever we call them. It had different names over the generations. She did a little ass tap for herself. She was giving us sexy.
It went with the song.
Exactly. She did Kiss It Like Me, don't know about that one. And so pretty much I commented back and I said, you know what? You're entitled to your opinion, sis. I totally get it. I said, but look what you're gauging sexy again. Like, y'all version of sexy means come outside with no clothes on. It means have a whole titty out. Like that.
They want to get it sexy. Get it sexy. No. Not that sexy.
It sounded real hater-ish to me. Like, I feel like you're jealous.
That's what it is.
And because to say she don't have talent, I mean, again, just like they don't know fashion and style, they don't know talent with this generation either. Because,
right.
Let's not talk about that. We'll be here for a whole another 3 episodes. But that just sounded real. Like, I wish I looked like Chloe, and I wish I could put on that jumpsuit, and I would like it. Was given real. Like you went and ordered a supersized bottle of Haterade. It was given that.
No, but like, and so this prompted a real question. So after I commented back to that young lady, I dropped a real question in the comments. What defines sexy now? Like when, and I would love to hear this from men. So if our gents are here, I'd love to hear from you. What do you consider to be sexy, ladies? Because I feel sexy in a pencil skirt and heel. Like you can't tell me a damn thing when I go to work in that. Like I am the sexiest, right? But what is the standard of sexy now? Again, is it completely naked? Because that's how a lot of people come outside and they think they're sexy. And I just think that's trashy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was really confused on like, what is sexy? And then someone else called her clumsy. And I'm like, but she didn't miss not one step. So it could be that I don't understand modern trending lingo. Like I'm in my 40s. So maybe I'm just a little too old to really understand what some of the terminology, in real life.
No, I'm like, maybe clumsy mean you was tripping and falling. So I don't know. Clumsy got a new definition that we don't know about?
Exactly, that part. So yeah, so that was my straight to the comments moment.
Maybe she's not sexy because she doesn't have a body built by Mattel.
Okay, let me sip on this. I'm
just saying, like, is it because her proportions, like her kneecaps look like they can support her thighs, and is that like her ankles look like
her booty and her thighs match?
Right, like it flowed. Like, is that the problem?
Yeah,
because they think that that's attractive, and I feel like they out here looking like ostriches, but we're not gonna talk about
in real life.
I just want to know when the plastic bodies are going to go away. Like, because we know everything about fashion is, recycled. And I just want to know when we're going to get back to natural bodies. When are natural bodies going to be back in style? Because I just can't.
Pick me. You know when it's going to go back, when it's going to taper off?
Don't say pick me. You're not a pick me.
No. When we have those law commercials, did you get a BBL from an organization between 1995 and 2025, you can be entitled to compensation. Did you develop ass cheek cancer? Because I'm telling you, like
it's still not, listen, it's still not gonna go away.
Just please go minimus.
It's still not gonna go away ever, because you look at people like, you look at the celebrities like Black China, K Michelle. People have done it and they have come back and talked about all the health risk and have gotten them removed. They don't care.
K Michelle almost died getting her stuff removed. There were doctors. I remember her being on a talk show. I can't remember which one, but she was on a talk show and she was talking about how she wanted the stuff removed. But because some of her surgeries had been backdoor alleyway type of surgeries, there were doctors who did not want to touch her body for fear of malpractice, because once you start cutting into this and these toxins release into the bloodstream, who the hell knows what was going to happen? So she was like, in all honesty, like, she's got major scars and dimples and dents in places where they just could not remove the artificial fillers and stuff like that. And the last thing I want to say is, I need the faces to relax. It's too much Botox and too much lip injections. Lip injections is running around looking like they got tires on their faces. Like, when they smile, it's like eyebrows already plucked to the nines, and they gotta get the microbladed back in, and then
it's so bad. It's so bad.
I need return to natural.
They know
at the rate of global warming. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, go ahead. It cut off. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I don't think they know Joan Rivers because they're generating. She was already passed on. But if they could see what plastic surgery and cheek injections and lip injections did to that woman, just wait for the Kardashians, because they are at that age that they gonna start tipping, and ain't no surgery in the world that's gonna hide some of those, them flaws. And they're gonna see,
At the rate of global warming, they ain't gonna be able to come outside because your body ain't gonna be able to withstand the sun. You gonna come outside and just be melting like a soft serve ice cream cone. Like, it's just like, no, for real, because it's I don't know. As much as people see, you see the horror stories, you see the people that are dying, celebrities that are dying from doing all this stuff, and I don't knock anybody that has done it. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do, as long as you do it smart and safe. You know what I'm saying? But when you are like throwing your life on the line for the sake of having this picture perfect body, it's like, I mean, your body snatched, but you in a casket.
Right.
You looked amazing in going
when
in the
archaeologists and when the archaeologists dig you up, it ain't gonna be nothing but bones and other parts floating around.
It's gonna be a skeleton booty cheeks.
Right. Okay. My thing is, just be okay with building it, right? Try to build it before you buy it. That's all I'm saying. So we got to move on, ladies. We got to get into these letters, but we hope y'all enjoy straight to the comments. If y'all would like us to comment or get involved in the comments of a trending post reel, send them to us, tag the Diamond Right.
I was talking about the wrong people.
Check it out and then feature it. So we are about to transition into our Dear Diamond. We got some good letters tonight. Before we do that, I do want to see who is in the comments, who is here with us, who is hustling and shining with us tonight. Taisha, we see you in the comments. Tiara, we see you in the comments. Thanks for being here. Ivory, what up, though? We see you in the comments. All right, who else do we have in the building? Andre Westfield, we see you in the comments. How you doing, handsome? Hey, Chocolate Drop, how are you? Miaka, hey, sis. We see you in the comments, beautiful. Good to see you back. Hey, Shanny Boo, we see you. Thanks for being here. Lakeisha, we miss you, girl.
Where you been at?
Welcome back. We see you. And then last but not least, Jessica Newman, our culture keeper. We see you in the comments. Listen, real quick, ladies, do me a favor. Go share this live before we start these letters. They are going to be good. Very, very interesting. And thank you, Lord. Holy Spirit just reminded me something. Listen, Before I start, I got a couple of messages after our first episode. Some were encouraging, some were inspiring, some were shady as always. Somebody asked me if we are a faith-based organization and platform. Why do we speak the way that we do? Why do we discuss the topics that we do? And I almost was tempted to respond to this person with no profile picture and no real Instagram name directly. And then I decided I'm just going to address the coward publicly because there may be others who think like him or her that reached out to us. Um, the Diamond Writers, TGI, and the Hustle and Shine podcast, we are a faith-based community. We are women who are healing and growing and getting closer to God. We deal in and deal with real life human experiences. And that is not pretty. Okay. It's not always perfect. It's not always glorious. It's not always great. And so if you are perfect, we have nothing to offer you here. Absolutely nothing to offer. So you can scroll right on by us. You can unsubscribe. You can unfollow because we have nothing to offer perfect people. But what we do have to offer are women who have decided that they're ready to change, grow, heal, and then turn around and impact others. Sis, this your site. Okay, this your site right here. So we welcome you to come on in, have a seat, and feel comfortable. All right, so I had to get that out the way. I'm gonna go ahead and kick off the first letter. Y'all ready? Y'all not ready?
Alrighty.
So this Dear Diamond letter is called Ready to Risk It All. Just a long one, y'all. And don't judge me if I stumble, okay? It's hard to read out loud. It says, I'm a 34-year-old, beautiful, smart, and funny mom of one with an active dating life. I'm not dating for sport, but dating to find my person. I'm looking for a man who is mature, honest, hardworking, caring, and open to a stepson. But more importantly, I want a man who has gotten the games out of his system and ready for marriage versus these long-term, low-commitment situationships I've experienced. A few months ago, I met a man in Target. Okay, Tarjay. Very handsome, smelled amazing with a great smile. We exchanged numbers, went on a few dates, and immediately began a sexual relationship. The sex was amazing. I could not get enough. I would call out of work, skip family functions, etc. to see him. I was falling for him, but like many I've dealt with, he didn't want anything serious. And although the sex was great, the connection only existed in the bedroom, even though our sex was rarely confined to a bedroom. After several months of the physical relationship, I realized there was nothing I was going to be able to do or say that would change his mind about wanting a real relationship. So I had to do the hard thing and walk away. He did express to me that he liked me and was attracted to me, and that if he was ready for a relationship, that I'd no doubt be his choice. But I couldn't wait for him to reach that point, so I left him alone. Fast forward about 8 months, I met a man at a friend's birthday dinner. He approached me, we flirted a bit at the event and exchanged numbers. After a few weeks of talking, we went on our first date. His energy, look, and vibe wasn't as intoxicating as Target Bay, but I liked him. We spent more and more time together, but hadn't been physical. He said he wanted to get to know me and was in no rush to visit my bedroom. A part of me liked it, but a part of me didn't know how to take it, as I've always been physical with a man after a few months of dating. But I went along with it because he treats me well, dates, trips, cooks for me, helps around my house, comes to my son's games, does so many romantic and thoughtful things for me. About 2 months about 2 months into dating, I finally initiated sex with him. I told him that I desired him in a more intimate way and was ready to take the relationship to the next level. So we did. And now I see why he wanted to wait. The sex was awful. I can't even breathe. I'm sorry, y'all. She said the sex was awful. His penis is small. He has no rhythm, nothing. He has no motion, and he comes fast. I am so upset. I've spent several months dating and spending time with him and was starting to believe he could be the one, but the sex is terrible. I cannot be in a relationship where the sex is bad. It's somewhat of a deal breaker for me. He was open to talking about it and discussing ways to improve our sex life, and I was all for it until Target Bay texted me a few days ago asking to see me. Now I don't know what to do. Do you think Target Bay is ready for the kind of relationship I want? Should I go see him and risk what I'm building with new guy? I wish I could take the best parts of new guy and the sex I had with Target Bay and make the perfect man. What should I do? Respectfully, ready to risk it all.
Woo, child.
I'm not.
Shirt.
I'm not laughing at you.
I had to fix my shirt. That was a lot.
I'm not laughing. So I don't, because I don't want her to be discouraged from ever writing into the show, and I don't want to discourage anyone else.
You're so aggravating. It's Tiffany's face. That's the problem.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer. All right, no, seriously. Okay, sis. So first of all, I am kind of disappointed that you waited so long to sleep with Target Bay before you realized he really didn't want anything serious, but you do. That misalignment right there often wastes our time, and then cause us to create, soul ties and connections with people that really don't want the same things we want. And so that's the first thing I want to say is if you do continue dating, if you leave Target Bay alone and new guy alone and you decide to date again, know up front within the first few dates what this person wants. Where are they in their dating journey? That's just the responsible thing for us to do. So that's the first thing. The second thing I will say, what are you looking for in a partner, right? Because we live in modern times. There's a lot of things you can do to improve your sex life. I ain't gonna go into detail because I don't want people assuming the worst about me, but there are sex shops, adult shops, and toys and roses and all different types of things that you can leverage. Because I think sometimes we put so much emphasis on a physical attraction that intrinsically there's no connection, no respect, no emotional support, no emotional availability, but we have great mind-blowing sex. And then what? You can't build a future and a life on that. And then you have men like new guy who may need some coaching in the bedroom, right? Maybe no woman has ever told him the truth about himself. And he possibly can get better if you're willing to work with him, especially if he's doing everything else right that you wanted in a partner. I get that sex is important, honey. I'm in my 40s. Okay. And when you are a woman of a certain age, your drive is through the roof, around the corner, up the block, back on the side, and then in your face again. So I get it. I get the insatiable desire to go in, but you have to also be responsible and decide what's more important to you, right? Is the orgasms you can possibly have with Target Bay going to be better than the flowers, the cooking, the support that your son gets from this man, all of those things? Is it going to be better? And is it going to be worth giving up for a man that told you clearly he did not want a relationship? So yeah, that's my advice. And again, seriously, I did not mean to laugh. It just caught me off guard. I didn't know you was gonna put the man inches and his business on our podcast. It kind of, I wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready. So yeah, I'm sorry, Pumpkin. I didn't mean to laugh. But all right, Mel, go ahead. What say
you? Okay. So first, I think so. She said that she knew that Target Bay didn't want a relationship, and she still had sex with sleeping with him, or whatever. And because the question was, do you think that I could change his mind or that he's changed? Mm-hmm. So you knew in the beginning before you slept with him that he didn't want a relationship. If you knew that that's what you wanted, you should have never slept with him, because then guess what? You wouldn't know what it was like, and you wouldn't know what you was missing. I mean, not to get super biblical, because of course unfortunately 99.9% of us don't live by this, but this is kind of the reason why, amongst others, that you're supposed to wait till marriage for sex, because then you have nothing to compare it to. So you're not saying, oh, well, he doesn't do this like this, and she doesn't do this like this, and he doesn't. We've had so many different. It's like Baskin Robbins. We done had all the flavors now. So now it's like, well, I like this piece of this one, I like this piece of that, I like this piece of that. And unfortunately, no one person is going to have all of these things that you got from multiple different people, right? So, but we're here now. There's not a bunch of us who are waiting till marriage for sex. So you've done it.
Right.
So now you found out these things. So now it's, what do you do? Like you said, are you going to sacrifice the quality of a relationship for the quality of your bedroom? Or do you find, you know what I'm saying, one, wait for someone who at least gives you enough of both that you feel like you can have a happy life? Or do you find ways, like you said, to help improve or, school? Now, I know for me, 40 plus some years old, I don't have it in me to be teaching you at this stage. I can't. I just,
She's only 34. So
okay, she may have a little bit more time. Like, see me, I'm trying to get married and have a kid. Like, I ain't got time to teach you. Like, I only got a couple more cycles to get this baby out. We got to figure this out. So I ain't got time to be trying to teach you all of the things.
Right.
But it's really, what's more important? You have this man who basically checks all of your boxes except for this one.
Right.
I'm not want to sit here and be like, oh, well, sex is not important. I'm not gonna lie. That's not going to happen. It is important, especially if you're a sexual person. From what you said, you never go more than a couple months without having sex with a man. One, I'm going to probably advise you to stop doing that, especially if your goal is to find a substantial relationship. If you just want to have fun, do your thing. But if you're trying to have a substantial relationship, you probably should put that a little further down the line before you know what this person wants to even know if it's going to be worth it. Because you're going to keep ending up in these situations where, oh, boom, he got great sex, but he don't want a relationship. And now I have somebody that wants everything that I want and is giving me everything I want, but the sex is trash.
Right.
So I don't know. I can't say whether or not you should hit up Target or enter Target Bay. I mean, if you and this other guy are fairly new, I don't know how long y'all have been dating, and you're still kind of in a figuring it out stage, y'all not in a committed relationship, so to speak. Y'all have not tied that in. So it's no harm in talking to Target Bay, but go in prepared. Like, you already know what this man already told you. In my opinion, if you thought the sex was amazing, he probably did too, and he missing it. He want to slide up in that again. He's not saying he trying to get that popping.
But then that means that she's no longer dating for, like, she's not purpose dating because she knows he does not want a relationship. And so, again, if you are in that season of your life where you just want fun, you just want to be a phone call, you know what I'm saying? Then by all means, call homeboy back, hit him up, okay? Hit Mr. Piling up. But
I say hit him up because, again, people have phases, especially I know with men. They have points in their life where there are certain things they want to have in line and in accordance before they want to be in a relationship.
But he didn't achieve that in 8 months. It's only been 8 months.
Well, listen, it could have been a couple things. There might have been some other things, some other great experiences he needed to sort out. So I don't know. I'm saying
I get what you're saying, but this is my beef with us. Okay, ladies, I'm about to talk to us. Mm-hmm. We have not learned that when a man says something, believe him.
Oh, very true.
Because his words say, I am not ready for a relationship, but his action says, you my boo thing. Right. But you know what he gonna do when he don't want that no more? He gonna remind you that he said he didn't want no damn relationship.
Right.
And so here you are, but you treat me like we in a relationship. You treat me like we a couple. But he told you.
Right. Well,
and that's what I say. Learn, men say what they want and don't want. And we have got to, I don't care how much he loving you, supporting you, getting you the new Telfar bag, which did just drop, by the way. I'm on way. Anyway, it don't matter none of that. If he said, I don't want this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At this point, I'm saying it doesn't hurt for her to go and have a conversation, because maybe he is ready to be the man that she wants. I don't know. You won't know until you talk to him. But I will say, if you do decide, I don't believe it, but who am I to know? I don't know this man. But if you do decide to go and talk with him, be conscious of where he was 8 months ago. And Also, don't be so quick to just hop back in the bed with him, because I noticed you missed that. But if he comes back and he's saying to you that he's ready for this, allow there to be some time for him to show you that that's really what he wants, and he's not just coming back to get the cookie.
But then she don't. Then she has no business going to see him. Girl, had that conversation over the
Oh,
phone.
I didn't say go see him.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't take your ass over there, girl. Don't.
You ain't gonna be able to say no. Yes, I mean she
will
she
not.
just has to decide what she really wants, and if that's the case. And then here's the thing: you're 34 years old. I know everybody thinks that that's like, oh my god, I gotta hurry up. You still have some time, so maybe you don't need. Maybe neither one of them is right for you. He got the good sex. He got the good sex, but don't commit and don't give you what you need. This one gives you what you need and doesn't have the good sex. So maybe these two are here to help you figure out what you really do and don't want, and what you can and can't live without, so that when you do meet that person, you're prepared. So maybe you just need to cut them both. Maybe you need to use Target Bay to get your rocks off and leave it at that. Leave the other dude alone, because you clearly don't want him, and enjoy yourself until you find Mr. Right. Because I feel like you ain't gonna win either way you go.
She need to leave them both alone.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Tiff. Go ahead, Tiff. Oh, and Tiff, your internet. Tell them I said. Tell your internet I said. Okay,
Word.
go ahead.
Black eye.
Like, one side.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I want that to be great though. Your internet's like, no.
It's being a hater.
Right. She can't. Yeah,
wait.
I heard something.
Nope, and it's gone.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
She's going in and out.
Oh my God.
Nope, you hear now. You hear now. We got you.
Okay. So let me not say the bad words that I was saying. First of all, she over here with the Friday kitchen of men. One got ham, no burger. One got peanut butter, no jelly. Like, girl, leave them both alone.
You got Mike back.
Don't say mute my mic. It might do it.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
Leave them both alone. Leave them both alone. Here's why, right? Because you don't know what you want. So now you don't know what you want, and neither one of them know what you want, and the three of y'all together still not a whole person to have a healthy relationship. Everybody alone. Retreat to your neutral corners and figure yourself out. I get it. I understand women have needs just as well as men do. There is a whole industry that caters to that. There is a whole industry that caters to that. Do not get caught up with going back to Target Bay or whoever the one is that you get your rocks off, because I was missing some things because of the tech stuff, because your feelings are already invested. So when Mel was like, just go get yours off with him. No, because the third eye is gonna go blind, and then he gonna forehead kiss her, and then she gonna everything is back to where it was 8 months ago, and it's not. First of all, you should not be who you are 8 months later, and neither is he.
Yeah,
you should not. You should not. You should not be the same person who broke up with him 8 months ago, because then that means you had no growth. Right. So, and if you had no growth, that's even more reason for you to retreat back to a corner and hop on to the sex toy website and get you a rosebud, a dolphin, a something or another, because you're trying to figure out your whole life based off of who can make you come.
That part. Yep. Ooh, she said what she said. You said what you, and I just wanted to say I agree with the part where you were talking about she not knowing what she wants, because she has to decide what's more important to her. I'm not saying don't settle for either, but you also have to be self-aware enough to know, why do you feel the need to sleep with everybody after only a few months? Are you looking for a relationship? Like,
girl, that's something you need to work on right there, because again, no judgments. This is a judgment-free zone. This is a safe space. You came to us and you poured your heart out in this letter.
Right.
Girl, you need to get to the root of why it is that you make your decisions based off of the men that you were sleeping with or who you were sleeping with so quickly before you meet them. Like, I think we take more time to process our Sheen and Fashion Nova cards than you do to decide whether or not a man is worthy of sleeping with. Since how you put in more energy into processing your Fashion Nova card than who it is you giving your body to.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
why is sex? She got to find out why is sex so high up on your list of importance? And not to say that it's not important, but
Yeah.
for you to be engaging that quickly means that it's really high up. It's like it might be number 2
Yeah.
on your list of what's important. And so it's
Right.
like
It sounds
you
like
don't
one.
even.
Right.
I feel like one is they got to be handsome because I feel like the handsome. She got to get past the handsome to get to the sex. So it's like he's
What
fine.
you supposed to get her? She's supposed to get her somebody who's medium ugly.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm saying it's like her order is.
And that might be her problem right there, because her perfect fella may not look like who she envisions him to be, like, physically.
Yeah.
Yep.
She
True
is sitting
story.
there, and if her checklist starts with all of his physical attributes, what he looks like physically in the face, how built he is, how endowed he is, and how he works his package, and then item number 6, 7, and 8 have to do with his emotional intelligence, his ability to communicate, his financial stability, then girl, you ain't never gonna find him, because the person who is right for you does not look like Adonis. He might just look like Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That's
so
a fact.
true.
I mean, you got to be. I'm not
Nothing
one to
against
believe.
anybody named Donald. Sorry.
I'm not one to believe that. Of course, you got to be physically attracted to your partner, obviously.
Right.
But it's how it's like. All right, do I got to be attracted to him at a 10, or like, well, I give him an 8. Like, like, where are you with? You know what I'm saying? Is that on your list? And you just. And here's the truth. And women, we could try to deny this all we want. We could try to front. Here's the truth factor in it. Sex changes how you see a man, period. Point blank, period. Once you start sleeping with a man and that sex is good, you gonna start overlooking all kind of
stuff. Come on.
So,
all them red flags start getting towards the shade of pink. They go from red to fuchsia to rose to pop pink to damn near white by the time they.
Yeah. And so the things that you would have noticed earlier on that would have been things you did not or would not have wanted in a partner, you have now overshadowed them. You have now diminished them. You have now almost evaporated them because the sex is good.
Yep.
And so what happens is, unfortunately, you didn't had how many months and months and months as sleeping with him, and the sex was so good, you forgot that he told you he ain't want no relationship.
Exactly. Or you thought you can change his mind with good sex. Like, no, girl. No. First of all, I feel like bro was in Target because he knows that's where the baddies shop. So I feel like that's his dating pool. Like, let me run to Target and buy a Stanley Cup. Like, I feel like that's a trap. Like, I'm trying to help a sister out here. I'm just trying to help somebody out. But all right, y'all think we got time for one more? Because we have to do Here's a Gym if we can. One of our viewers was like, what happened to Here's a Gym last week? I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
A quick, easy letter.
Okay, go ahead. Give us one of the easy ones.
I don't know. Mine or Tiff's?
Whichever one is easy. I don't know.
Tiff, which one you want to do? I didn't read Tiff's letters.
Okay. So they said the one about the roommates.
Okay.
I think that one was called Sitting in My Room.
Okay. I think that was this one. Let's see. Yep. Oh, okay. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna be all up in the camera trying to read it. Dear Diamonds, I am contemplating moving out on my roommate. My roommate and I have known each other a few years. We work together at the same company, but in different departments. When she posted on the company Slack channel, she was looking for a roommate. I jumped at the opportunity. I'm 27 years old, and after college, I moved back home with my parents. I was It was what was best for me. I didn't initially land a job within my career field, and my finances did not afford me to go out on my own. Eventually, I found a great job, and thus my new roommate. I've been here 6 months. At first, things were great, but things have been turning for the worse. She is very particular about everything. The groceries have to be put away a certain way. She makes little comments if I tell her I have company coming over. She emphasizes about cleaning up after them. By no means am I a slob or nasty, but if I clean the bathroom, she goes behind me and does it again. I will dust and vacuum the living room, and she goes right behind me as if I didn't do it at all. Some days to avoid her, I don't even come out of my room. I'll DoorDash my food, eat in my room, and throw my trash outside in the dumpster. I have I leave no trace of my existence in the common areas. I'm no longer feeling like this is my home. I confided in a friend about my issues. She's about to buy a house and offer me a room. Do I accept my friend's offer? Do I give my roommate notice? What about the work dynamics? I'm lost. Sincerely sitting in my room. All right.
Well,
First of all, maybe homegirl got like OCD or something like that, and she can't help but be the way that she is. And if this is really a psychological disorder, turning your back on her because she has a real illness is not nice. But yeah, if you sitting there door dashing and eating in your food like you on punishment, it's time to go. And,
I don't. Yeah.
door dashing.
Door dashing in your room and then taking the trash to the dumpster.
That's crazy.
I feel like, I mean, at this point, you know what I'm saying? Even if she does have OCD, right? You can't change that about her. So if that's not something you can live with, then you have to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to just move out on your own. I don't suggest necessarily moving in with your new friend. I don't know what that relationship is like. I don't know how compatible y'all are. I don't know. But I'm going to say is that one, when you do share a space with somebody, you'll have to be considerate of each other, right? Things happen. But there has to be a level of communication. But if this is something where she literally, is really like she clearly, let me not even necessarily put it on you because it's responsibility, but people like that, you have a particular way that you want to be certain things to be, you don't need to have a roommate. Because unfortunately, anybody that moves in with her is going to have to live up to her standards of expectation. And sadly, you know what I'm saying, she's looking for a roommate, which means you moved into her apartment. So it's her apartment.
Yeah, she's just looking for somebody to help pay the rent. She don't want you really there. In my head, when I first read this letter, I was like, oh my gosh, she moved in with Monica from Friends.
She moved in with Single White Female because that movie sounds a lot like this letter.
So my suggestion is
go back home. It's safe home.
Or you said when you graduated you didn't have a job in your career field. You said you eventually got one, and that's where you met her. So now you are a bit more financially stable. So maybe you should find a place of your own. And don't live in it.
I'm just curious, like, did this behavior just start when you moved in? Because I don't know. I'm very discerning, very intuitive. I can read people's energy. And if I see you acting a certain kind of way at the job, I'm pretty sure that's how you are at home. My good girlfriend Tiffany always says the way you do something is the way you do everything. So if you act like that at home, why haven't I seen those traits at the workplace? Like, why aren't there Tupperware organized by color in the refrigerator? Why are you not going into our employee bathroom and wiping down the sink? When people be splashing water, all of that annoys me. I'm not gonna lie.
At the janitor.
I can't stand it when people wash their hands and there's water all over the sink now. Like, I do wipe it up. But a lot of that should come out at work as well. So I'm like, you kind of set yourself up for that one, sis. And then in the roommate's defense, are you really cleaning the bathroom to the Mr. Clean standard? Or is it like wipe, done with the Lysol wipe? Like, how well are you cleaning? No, because I'm concerned. Like I have concerns. Because if you don't clean well here, I'm coming behind you too with the Swiffer and the Lysol wipes and my little purple gloves because that don't look good. That doesn't look clean. I don't like it. I don't want to sit on that toilet. I'm not gonna pee there. So I don't know. I don't know what to say
So,
to the girl. But
so
yeah,
I
go back home. Go back home where it's safe because your mother loves you. So if you didn't clean the toilet well, your mother is still gonna love you, right?
She's
But
gonna clean it. And
your
listen,
roommate ain't got to deal with you.
that may be another thing too. You left home and
Yeah.
you lived at home all the time, so you've really, maybe you haven't had that level of responsibility to where you've had to do these things. Um, but I mean, but then there's she said her friend like she complains, but she has company over. That's giving a little controlling.
Like, yeah.
So
Right.
I'm not, I'm
girl,
sorry. I'm not about to be living in my house quarantined in my bedroom ordering DoorDash and they got to pass it to me through the window. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, meet me around back, pass it through my window. Like,
not twice.
that's a lot.
Yes, that's a whole
A
mess.
lot.
Listen,
Well,
well, we appreciate you sitting in my room on your brandy vibes. We appreciate you ready to risk it all for writing in and trusting the diamonds. We really do hope that something that we said resonated, stuck with you, and has empowered you to make a change. Please again forgive my laughter. It was not at all to embarrass you or make fun of you. I know these are real issues
was.
and we like to deal with real life. So thank you for writing in. If you have a letter that you would like the diamonds to respond to any of these faces right here, please do feel free to email us at admin@diamondwriters.com, or you can visit our website, diamondwriters.com, and click on Dear Diamond, and we will take your submission there. Um, Real quick, Mel, let's check and see some of these comments before we drop a gem and get out the way. It was the comments was popping like a Chick-fil-A drive-through. Let's see what's
I
happening
know, right?
in the
It's
comments.
me going to all caps. Somebody, she says Target man is a
Target.
trap.
No, Mia, I agree. Totally agree. A
Oh,
whole crap.
welcome. Who's this? Diamond Van Beethoven says, finally
Hey,
made it. Late
guys.
as always, but finally made it to a live. We so glad
Yes.
you made it.
Hey. Hey,
Yes.
friend.
And Danielle says, I agree with Tiff. Leave them both alone. Yeah, we agree.
Absolutely.
We agree.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Did y'all see Mia's comment? Hold on now.
No.
Hold
Wait,
on.
which one?
This
Who's
one
comment?
got to be. Wait a minute. They're gonna start making glass bottom.
Yes, when we was talking about the body by Mattel people.
Not to tell me my cousin had a BBL without telling me she had a BBL. We're gonna bury her. Not the bottom.
I don't want it. I'm over it.
Listen,
Nope.
this has been a great episode. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry for laughing at the people
Me
who
too.
write in.
Me too.
I am just flabbergasted at the situations that we find ourselves in, and I jokes, but this is a safe space. We continue to write in and shame on me for
We
laughing.
love you. And if we didn't get, I know we didn't get to read all the letters today, so if we didn't get to your letter this show, don't worry, we'll get to you on the next episode of Dear Diamonds. We promise.
We
But yeah,
promise.
no,
We're
today was
gonna wrap it up now. Here's a
Yes,
gem.
let's go ahead and drop these gems.
yeah.
Oh,
Here's my thing. Oh, here it goes. Like I'm missing my thing. Yeah.
Mel be on it. Mel be on her engineering like bag. She be in her engineering bag.
Who's dropping the first gem?
I could
Tiff,
go.
I'll say
I
Tiff,
could
you
go.
go
I'm
before,
gonna
before
go
you might
Wi-Fi.
be a hater.
Wi-Fi in. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Today I was reminded of why I give with a clean and pure and loving heart. And I just want to say, if you are the type of person who has abundance of anything, and abundance is how I started off my morning in a session about abundance. But if you are the type of person who has to give from abundance, whatever it is, especially if you are given to people in need or who are down and out, please give in a manner in which it is that you would want to receive if it were you. I was reminded today of a time where me and my kids, we needed some assistance, and a friend of my cousins offered me some clothes, some hand-me-downs, and I was humble enough to go to her home to go and get these items. And as I was going through the black bags, it was garbage bags or whatever. That's how we bundle up our stuff to send it out, whatever. As I was going through the bags to get stuff, um, some pinkies fell out. If you know what a pinky is, it's a newborn mouse. They're pink because their fur hasn't come in. And I was startled, and at that point in time, I was turned off by anything else that was in the bag, including anything I had previously taken out. And I donate now all of my family's clothes, shoes, coats, boots, whatever it is. I donate them to a specific organization in Brooklyn. And every time, the woman always thanks me for, the quality of clothes, everything I give. And I realized it is because when I was in the situation when I needed what someone gave me, it really felt like they were giving me trash. So if you have an opportunity to give from abundance, give. Please give with a pure, clean, and loving heart, and make sure you're giving what you would accept.
That's good. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. Go ahead.
My gem for today. So, my gem that I'm gonna share today is something that was my aha moment that I had last night in having a conversation with someone else. And in this conversation, they called and were asking me for advice about something, and I was giving them advice. And I made a statement to them. And as I made the statement to them, I realized that statement was really for me. And so my gem today is be aware of the message that was given to you to give to someone else, because the message may also be for the messenger.
That's good. That's so good. Wow. So the one thing I want to say, and this is just the season of life that I'm in, y'all know accountability is my favorite word. Shout out to Sweets Rights for tagging me in a recent accountability post on Instagram. I am really big on accountability, and I'm even bigger on not misplacing accountability. And one of the things that I heard in a recent sermon by Dr. Anita Phillips, y'all know I love her. And she was talking about how oftentimes we will put things in God's hands because we're too afraid to deal with it ourselves. Things like, God, if this man is not for me, remove him from my life. Or if this is not the job for me, then let me get fired. No. You know that is not the man for you. Mm-hmm. His neglect, his emotional abuse, his cheating are all the signs that you need. You don't need God to remove him. You need to remove yourself. That is misplaced accountability. If you are at that job and you're not happy, you're underutilized. You're not productive, but always busy. If you're always stressed, guess what? You don't need God to fire you. You need to find a new place of employment. And so let's do better at not making God this cosmic bully or this genie, but instead a partner in our journey, a savior, the things that he really is. He is not supposed to come into your life, swoop in and save you from things that you are empowered to save yourself from. So let's do better at not only holding ourselves accountable, but stop asking God to fix the things that you are too afraid to own on your own. So that is all I want to say tonight. Thank y'all so much for being here with us. We always enjoy shining with you. We appreciate your presence. You could literally be listening to any other podcast live on a Wednesday night, but we are glad that you're here. For those who have asked for us to provide information where you can support the Diamond Writers, y'all know this was hard for me because I don't like this, but I want to be obedient. If you would like to support us, there is the Cash App. You are not obligated to, honey. We are not begging. God provides. But someone asked me for our Cash App so that they can sow into the things that we are trying to do for women on their healing journey. So until next time, did I forget anything, ladies? Yep. See, I always forget something. Go ahead, Mel.
No. But also, in addition to supporting via Cash App, if you want to support in other ways, you can always visit us at www.diamondwriters.com. Join one of our online journaling workshops, attend one of our events in your city, purchase some merch, buy a book. There are so many other ways that you can support our community, and it's all available on the website at www.diamondriders.com.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much again. Y'all know what to do until next time. Continue to hustle and shine. Mwah. Good night, folks.
Let's go. Let's go.